Hello, my name is Ellis Fontana,
This is AJ Boland.
And I'm Veronica Brew.
and we're here to talk about the Oscars again. Because A, we talked about it before at the predictions, and B, we were just talking about it, and the recording thing ran out of battery, so that's unfortunate. But we're here to talk about more things. I don't know. Do you want to just talk about where we left off and fill?
I mean, the three people that are going to be watching this will want to hear everything.
Everything. Well, we can talk about it afterwards.
We can talk about. Okay, where did we leave off?
We were talking about Leo.
Oh,
As everybody was talking about it.
I also read that he broke a Twitter record with the most tweets per minute at 440,000 per minute.
Dang.
Which is a lot of tweets.
About him?
About him, yeah.
How many of
after
those
winning.
people do you think actually saw The Revenant?
Not.
I'd
Probably
say
not that many. I was definitely more
1%.
compelled to see it after he won.
Yeah.
Which is probably not very
I mean,
good, but
if you have 3 hours of your life to spare, staring at trees and watching Leo gargle his own spit, then I recommend it.
or
Hey,
if you want to
he
look at
won
it
an Oscar for
positively,
garbling that spit.
He won an Oscar.
You can
He was
watch
shot in the cold.
You can watch Tom Hardy do a performance that he should have won an Oscar.
Yeah, Tom Hardy should have won.
Tom Hardy should have won that. Absolutely. He was easily the best part about that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what we were talking about. Oh yeah, no.
We're talking about Best Actress for Brie Larson.
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson. Oh,
I honestly,
I
if
haven't
I
seen
hadn't
her.
watched it, I wouldn't have known the other nominees. Because everyone was talking about how she was going to win.
yeah.
And she did.
This was not a surprise.
One for The Room.
The Room. I didn't see The Room. I really wanted to.
It
I
looked
heard it was good,
Yeah.
but I didn't. Sorry, Brie. She seems cool.
The Room is released on DVD on March 1st,
Today?
which is today.
Oh.
As we are recording.
We should have a viewing party.
Is
Let's do
it?
it.
Let's talk over the movie.
Is it on Blu-ray? We'll have a
I-
commentary track.
Can we just watch The Room from like 2003 by Tommy Wiseau?
I was surprised they didn't make a joke about that.
But well, I feel like only like nerds remember The Room.
That's true.
That
Well,
was-
I bet I bet those people who are involved in the movie industry know. Do you know what The Room is,
I
Veronica?
do not.
The worst
Oh.
movie ever made.
Actually, the worst movie ever made. It's Tommy Wiseau in 2003.
We'll have a conversation about The Room sometime. I'm
Okay.
sure.
Question is The Room worse than Boyhood?
Oh my god, I hate Boyhood more because I actually enjoy watching The Room, even though it's
Yeah.
technically the worst movie ever made,
The Room is the movie you bring friends over and watch
and like laugh at. I enjoyed The
kids.
Room.
Yeah.
I did not enjoy Boyhood.
Boyhood is nothing.
Did Boyhood win any Oscars? I can't remember.
Patricia Arquette.
Best
won.
Supporting Actress, but not Best Picture. Woo!
Yeah. What won Best Picture that year?
Birdman.
Birdman, yeah.
Birdman.
Which because it should.
Birdman.
Anyway, speaking of Best Picture, Spotlight.
I feel like since we're in newspaper, we're kind of compelled to be very supportive of Spotlight.
I don't really want to be that supportive.
Yeah.
I really care.
I have never been a super big fan of Rachel McAdams, so that's my stance on her.
Yeah.
I can't even picture what she looks like. There's no.
She
she's
kinda looks
some
like,
white.
Mean Girls.
Amy Adams. That's every time I think about
Oh,
her, I think of
Regina
her.
George.
Okay. I was just picturing like a Barbie doll in my head.
That too.
Kind of close, actually. She's got the look. I saw it. It was pretty good.
Pretty good.
It didn't. It didn't really stand out as like bad, but I wasn't too excited about it.
You weren't excited about all that priest molestation talk?
It was very depressing, actually. It was quite depressing. After like the sixth scene of like, I lived through priest molestation and many other survivors committed suicide, so they're not survivors anymore, and my life sucks. And it's like, oh no, that's so sad.
I want my priest molestation movies to be uproarious and enjoyable.
Yeah, no.
Full of revenge,
Yeah.
That's true.
uplifting statements.
Should be like
that
Kill Bill,
monologues.
but with
They go after the
diddly
priests.
priests. Yeah, I mean, I guess this what do you expect going into a movie about?
Which brings us to our next
Molestation.
topic. Let's talk about
Okay.
religion. I'm just kidding.
Spotlight comes out on DVD it came out on February 23rd.
I would probably never see it.
I
Yeah,
don't think I'll
likewise.
get it on DVD.
I didn't really care about it before the Oscars, and I don't care about it now.
It's alright. It's not like amazing. It's not like bad, but
It wasn't
good.
Space Jam.
Well, nothing's as good as Space Jam. It seemed kind of like one of those movies that was kind of just thrown into the mix, and no one really thought
Like one of
was
those
really gonna
one of
win.
those movies
Like,
that is like just made for Oscars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That and like the Danish Girl. Like that. Well, that's just Tom Hooper.
Tom Hooper always does that.
I don't like Tom Hooper.
I'm a big fan of Eddie Redmayne, but I
He's
don't know.
gorgeous. He was good
He
in
is.
Theory of Everything.
Mhm.
Even though I didn't like that movie.
Did you?
It was like,
The movie was like really bland.
yeah.
and It was just
But he was good.
he was really good in it.
That's
yeah.
good. That's good. I've heard he's good. I don't know. He's like cool.
He's cute,
Um,
yeah.
I
He's
just
adorable.
I
Alright.
saw.
Did you guys see Brooklyn? One with the Irish
Nobody,
immigrants?
nobody
No.
saw Brooklyn.
Did you see Brooklyn?
I did not see Brooklyn.
Nobody saw
My
Brooklyn.
grandma tried to bring me on Thanksgiving, and I thought that spoke for itself. So
Yeah.
I didn't go.
No one saw
It
Brooklyn.
was everyone's grandma's favorite
Yeah.
Best Picture nominee.
Brooklyn was in there because it actually. I think it was actually the highest rated out of all of them, except for maybe Mad Max.
Because if one person saw it and they're like,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
They're like, 10 out of 10, and it's like, okay, we'll trust him.
Yeah.
I heard it
Brooklyn
was
comes out on
good.
DVD on March 15th, which is later this month.
I think if I saw Brooklyn on Netflix, I would be like, okay,
Yeah,
Maybe.
I wouldn't say no, but I wouldn't seek it out.
yeah.
No.
I would be like, I gotta go get a copy, a Blu-ray, like director's cut Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Because he's Saoirse Ronan in her prime.
Swarzy.
So Saoirse.
I'm calling her Swarzy.
Swarzy.
Did you guys see The Big Short?
I did.
How was that? Because I didn't see it, and even seeing like the Oscar preview, still not very sure what it's about.
I feel like
Houses or something.
Houses.
I feel
How's
like
this
Big
sound?
Short shouldn't have been on Best Picture. It should have been on Best Documentary Feature because it was basically a documentary.
Do tell.
You know, in like science class or whatever, when they show a mockumentary,
Yeah.
and it's like did you guys watch like the volcano one, like eighth grade science?
Oh yeah, Super Volcano.
Yeah,
That scares me.
It was like that essentially, but like much like better directed and better produced, much better. I thought it was really good, but it didn't really seem like an actual narrative movie. It seemed like a documentary, because like 70% of the movie was like, we're gonna teach you this so you know what we're actually talking about, kind of, because it's so complicated and such a weird issue.
Yeah.
Because your average person, even Wall Street people, aren't gonna understand like most of the Wall Street lingo and how it works.
Sorry, continue.
No.
When I was watching the Oscars and the preview for it came on for Best Picture, it looked like a watered down version of Wolf of Wall Street. It looked like
It did, yeah.
these white businessmen are gonna get really hyped about something, except less cool because Leonardo DiCaprio was in it.
Kind of.
And less.
It's more
And it's
about
like extra.
what's wrong with Wolf of Wall Street and how dumb people in Wolf of Wall Street actually were in like in retrospect. The story basically follows these couple of people who first saw the housing market about to collapse, which was something like crazy for the time because the housing market was so big. Like it's never gonna fall. It's never gonna do it. And like we're gonna bet against it, or we're gonna short it, whatever that means. And people
That's the Big Short.
Yeah,
That's
The Big
that's
Short.
the title. Ah!
So basically, they're like, yeah, we're gonna bet against it and like make money in the long run, and then it shows the kind of like, it shows all the Wall Street people being so confident in the housing market and then being so excessive and being like fraudulent, and then how that bit them in the ass afterwards, and like everyone lost money. It's almost like a sequel to Wolf of Wall Street. Like here's what would have happened afterwards, except Jordan Belfort wasn't in the housing market; he was in stocks,
Penny stocks.
penny stocks. I liked it. I wouldn't have given it Best Picture. I thought it was more of a documentary, but I liked it.
Did
was
it
quite a
win
bit.
any other awards?
It won Best Adapted Screenplay. Or Original, maybe.
Whatever.
One of
I
them
don't know.
was-
It won one of them.
It's a glowing review. What else was nominated?
The other two we haven't talked about are Mad Max and The Martian.
Oh, we've talked about Mad Max. Mad Max
Yeah.
deserves to win everything. It
Mad-
should have won all of those.
It won
I was
6 altogether.
I
I
was
think.
so excited when it started winning all those. I was like, oh my god. And each time I was like, oh, kind of joking myself, oh, Mad Max. I'm like, Mad Max wins.
Even Louis C.K. made that joke when he was like, best documentary short subject. He's like, Mad Max? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad Max is great.
It is. It should have won Best Picture.
Should have. Because I saw 2 of the best pictures and it was better
Yeah.
than The Revenant.
And The Martian was pretty good.
That's all?
Well, you know, it was like. I saw it a long time ago. I saw it quite
And
a few
you've
months
completely forgotten about it?
ago. I mean, kind of.
I mean, that's the kind of movie that I want nominated for Best Picture.
I don't think it should have been nominated for Best Picture, no. It's a fun movie. If you like space and you like Matt Damon, go watch it.
I think like I don't want to say it was like based necessarily, but I think it was kind of nominated because it was like one of the other. It was like Gravity, which
Yeah.
also won a lot 2 years ago or last year.
Yeah.
Obviously it wasn't based because it was a book first, but so it kind of seems like the Best Picture kind of in categories and similar.
Was Ridley
Yeah.
Scott nominated for Best Director? Okay.
I don't remember who was nominated for Best Director.
I've already forgotten the Oscars.
What are they?
Whatever.
I'm ready for the Tonys.
When Hamilton's gonna sweep, probably, I'm assuming.
Of course it's gonna
That's
sweep.
that's like sold out until 2017.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome.
We should talk about Hamilton instead.
That's
Be much
Well,
more
we have like
enthusiastic.
3 minutes left. You guys want to
My
talk about
name is Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah, let's talk about
There's a million things I haven't done, but just you wait, just you wait.
Throwing away.
Shut.
Hamilton is good.
yes.
Aaron Burr, sir.
If
I think it's
go watch it.
I think it's almost already a classic. Not quite yet, but I think it'll get there.
It's technically because it's like so new, you can't really say it's a classic.
Yeah.
That's a phrase,
exactly.
an instant classic. That's not a thing. That's an
Yeah.
oxymoron.
Would
Especially since-
disagree, yeah.
A lot of classics weren't like really well received when they came out.
Yeah.
But I definitely see Hamilton being like 10 years from now, people are like, oh, remember Hamilton? Well, actually, it'll still be on.
It'll still be sold out.
Never mind. It's still gonna be sold
I mean,
out.
my tickets aren't for 10 more years, so you better still go. Alright, class is over.
Oh,
Alright, that's it, we're going.
okay, bye. Go watch Hamilton. Actually, you can't because tickets are sold out.